I don't think anybody can debate two great places to see the leaves changes in Amish Country and here in the Hocking Hills. I headed south to check out the Hocking Hills, some great places to stay and eat during the season here. And we also went to visit Hocking Hills to find out about a great shopping contest that they've got coming up. Renee, what did you find?
Well, thanks, Mike. We're up in Amish Country where they're getting ready for the holiday season. We're going to take you to a couple places that you can shop as well as find delicious things to eat. You're not going to want to miss a moment of today's show. Don't go away. I'm Renee Warner, and along with Mike Kilburn, we are Out and About Columbus.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition. Liftoff.
When you visit Farmhouse Frocks in Millersburg, you'll not only find unique handmade clothing by the Amish, you'll also find accessories that are one of a kind to complete your outfit. Lena told us more about their clothing and how they carry sizes for everyone. Well, Lena, welcome to Out and About Columbus, and thank you so much for having us out to Farmhouse Frocks.
Thanks for being here.
I just have to tell you, this store is beautiful and so unique. Tell us what the most unique thing about the store and what makes you stand out.
What I am passionate about is embracing your size, no matter what size you are. And my daughters and I design all our clothes, and the Amish seamstresses sew the clothes. We make the patterns, they sew it. We have over 30 Amish seamstresses sewing for us right now.
Give us a little bit of an idea of what we'll find when we come in here to shop.
It is like just more of a whimsical clothing, very soft and very comfortable. One of our pieces that has sold so well ever since we've opened is the Rita Romper. It is a jumpsuit, and it's really in fashion right now. We serve all women from size 5 to 28. We also have the bags that we make. I handpick all the fabrics and the cowhides and everything, and then we have the Amish make it.
Well, tell us about your Christmas open house that you have coming up.
We have the whole town, the whole village of Millersburg has a chocolate walk, and then we're going to have a Christmas open house, and it is November 17th from 10 to 5.
Tell us exactly where you're located and how we can find out more information.
We're at 65 West Jackson in downtown Millersburg. You can find us online at farmhousefrocks.com.
Fantastic. Lena, again, thank you for having us out, and I'm very impressed with your store. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
Well, if you love delicious homemade cooking, Amish style, and pies that are to die for, Boyd & Worthman in Berlin is the place to be. We talked to Dennis about some of the history of the restaurant as well as what you'll find on the menu. Well, Dennis, welcome down about Columbus, and thanks for having us out to Boyd & Worthman Restaurant.
It's good to have you here.
Well, this restaurant has been around for quite some time. Tell us a little bit about the background.
The restaurant's actually been here 80 years. It was started by Mr. Worthman, which was married to Mrs. Boyd. They owned it, ran it, and built it what it is today for 40 years. And we've had the privilege, we as a Mullet family, have had the privilege to own it for the past 14 years.
Wow, well, I know it's crowded, it's an icon around the area. Tell us why people love to come here.
I think one of the reasons people like to come here is for the down-home atmosphere. Takes you back in time the way it's been like 50 years ago. And also our made-from-scratch, homemade Amish-style cooking.
Well, let's talk about some of those dishes because it certainly smells delicious in here.
Some of our best sellers are probably our roast beef Manhattan and like noodles over mashed potatoes, our roasted chicken, and just a lot of, we run specials every day. Everything made from scratch downstairs in our kitchen.
Well, you guys are known for your huge variety of pies, and they are delicious. Tell us about your pies because that's a big seller here.
Absolutely. We, during the summertime, which is our busy time, we go through about 40 to 50 pies per day. And they're made locally right here in town. And we have a delicious lineup of about 30 to 40 pies every day.
What's your favorite?
My favorite is peanut butter cream.
Oh, that's mine too.
I love it.
Well, tell us how we can find out more about Boyd and Worthman. And I mean, everybody has to come out here and try it when they come to Amish Country.
Right along 39, right along the main drag, right in the center of town.
Wonderful. Dennis, thanks again for having us out. Well, we found a beautiful place for you to stay when you visit Amish Country, and it's all decorated for the holidays. Stay tuned. Would you like your business to appear on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more. Well, the holidays will soon be upon us, and I can't think of a better place to begin your holiday decorating and gift giving than the Village Gift Barn in Berlin. We talked with Naomi and Janelle about some of the things you'll find when you visit their stores. Well, Naomi, it's so good to see you again, and thank you so much for having us back out to the Village Gift Barn.
Well, we feel honored to have you, and I must admit, I'm pretty passionate about this store, and I love being here and sharing about the store.
Well, I have to admit, it's one of my favorite places to come when we visit Amish Country. Tell us a little bit about some of the things we're going to find when we come here.
So we're known for our home decor and design work. If you come and need help, our girls are well able to help you put things together with our home decor. We're more traditional, or also we have a lot of the Joanna Gaines look here as well. And we also try to be unique. So when you come and you see our displays, it also inspires you to do things like that in your own home.
That's what I love. We're standing behind a beautifully decorated tree, and that gives you ideas at home, and you can find everything here to create that look.
Exactly. We try to have a little bit of everything. We also have gifty items and kitchen items and free coffee downstairs for the men as they're sitting and relaxing. And then, of course, a wonderful boutique as well.
Yes, let's talk a little bit about the boutique, as I love coming there. Tell us what we'll find there.
So I'm passionate about the boutique, and I love our unique clothing lines. Also work hard to search to find things that are unique and different, so that when you make that long drive to Amish Country, you have things that are unique in your wardrobe.
It's definitely worth that trip, that's for sure. How do we find out more about the Village Gift Barn?
So if you go on our Facebook and Instagram pages, they are wonderful, and they'll share all about our upcoming events.
Naomi, thank you so much for sharing your beautiful store with us. We're going to go across the street now to the country gatherings and the gardens to find out more with Janelle. Well, Janelle, I didn't think I could see anything prettier when I was over at the Village Gift Barn, but oh my goodness, this is gorgeous. Tell us all about country gatherings and the gardens.
Okay, you're standing in the garden center right now, and attached to the garden center is our home decor side. And the garden center has been here 3 years, and we've really expanded our Christmas line this year. And between the two stores, we have 17 different theme trees that we have this year. There's a little bit of something for everybody here, I think.
So did you do these trees, or
It's kind of a team effort. I am the designer here, so I pick out everything for these trees in here, and then Holly is our designer inside, and we kind of work together, and we just really enjoy decorating for Christmas. And I have a great staff here that is very friendly and helpful, and they're very knowledgeable about all of our products.
So you definitely can give us some ideas, because these are beautiful. What else do you have going on for the holidays around here?
We have on Black Friday, we'll be having some great in-store specials to be announced. So, and then we have in the evening, we'll have our live nativity parade, which has really grown over the years. People come from all over the country because it has live camels and donkeys and sheep, and then all the children dressed up as shepherds, and there's carolers, and it's really a fun parade. It's kind of a hometown nice feeling.
Oh, it sounds really nice. Well, how can we find out more about country gatherings and the gardens?
You can find us on Facebook. It has a lot of information about our entire campus. Between the two stores, we work together. We have ample parking for everybody, and it's just a really nice, friendly atmosphere here.
Thank you so much again for coming on camera and talking with us and showing us your beautiful store.
You're welcome. Enjoy it.
Well, the Barn Inn is ready for the holidays. Not only will you find a beautiful place to stay, you'll also experience wonderful hospitality. Jean and Michelle told us more about this award-winning inn. Well, Jean and Michelle, welcome to Out and About Columbus. I guess you've been here before on our show. And thank you for having us out to the Barn Inn. And Jean, let me start with you. This is actually a barn. Tell us about the originality of this place.
Well, the barn was originally built in 1919, and it served as a dairy farm and cheese farm for 30 years. We've been running it now for a little over a year.
Well, I understand congratulations is in order for your first anniversary.
Yes, it is. Yeah, we've been here, like I said, a little over a year, about 14 months, and we've hosted over 2,000 guests, and we've just had a wonderful time. We've scrambled a lot of eggs in that time, I'll tell you.
Well, we're standing in one of your beautiful rooms, all decorated for the holidays. Tell us a little bit about what people will experience when they visit.
And they'll find Christmas. We have Christmas decorations here beginning the 1st of November, as you can see now, and they'll last all the way through January.
It's definitely decorated beautiful. And I understand, Michelle, you had something to do with that.
Yes, I start decorating in September, trees for each of the 11 rooms, and then we also have several trees scattered throughout the inn. And for the first time this year, we are going to be on the cookie tour.
So when is the cookie tour going to happen?
The cookie tour is on December 8th and 9th. It's a 2-day event. You'll get to experience Christmas at all the different inns. And we are all about Christmas here. We love the gift of Christmas, and we try to share that with our guests.
Oh, that's wonderful. And I'm going to turn back to you, Jean.
Yes.
Tell us how we can find out more information about the Barn Inn.
Well, they can always call us here. The number is 330-674-7600, or they can go online to thebarninn.com.
Wonderful. Thank you both so much for coming on and telling us about your beautiful inn.
Well, on our trip up to the northeast part of the state, we had an opportunity to stop by Famous Endings Museum once again and kind of catch up with John Herzig, who told us more about how this collection started. You know, this was even featured in Ripley's Believe It or Not. John told us a lot more. Well, John, it is absolutely a pleasure to finally meet you.
And to you, too.
You know, we visited the museum a couple years ago, and this is one of the things that's really stuck with me. I've told people about this over and over and over again, and it's the Famous Endings Museum, which is where you have memorabilia from famous people who have passed away, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
How did you get started?
Well, it was kind of funny. Back in 1996, I had been a funeral director at that time for about 20 years, and I had a collection of autographs. And one day I had a chance to get the autographed picture of the famous boxer Joe Louis, and for some reason the guy had no idea it was the funeral director that I got this autographed picture from, but when he sent it to me, he also included Joe Louis's funeral program. And that's how the whole nuttiness started.
So how did you proceed from there? I mean, to get all these other pieces?
One of the things I've really enjoyed as a hobby, and one of the things I've enjoyed about being a funeral director, is I love to hear people's life stories. You know, how people have used their God-given talents to change our world and our communities and those kind of things. And so one day I was shown to some people, and they said, "You have funerals, why don't you display this stuff?" And I'm thinking to myself, who's going to be interested in this stuff besides myself? And if you had told me 7 years ago that this place become a tourist attraction, I'd have thought you were crazy, but that's kind of what's happened.
So as you've collected this memorabilia and built, how many pieces do you have now?
Roughly 2,500. I'll interchange certain sections of it over time, but yeah, it's about 2,500 items.
Was there any pieces that really stand out in your mind in the museum?
You'll notice I'm a kind of a big Abraham Lincoln fan. Over here is a land that was on the horse-drawn carriage. It carried Abraham Lincoln through Albany, New York when he died. And so Abraham Lincoln, I've got several artifacts from his funeral. I've also always liked Annette Funicello.
Yep.
And
Mickey Mouse Club.
Of course, got the Mickey Mouse Club. So I've got some of her things, and
I see Lucille Ball on the wall over there.
Yeah, those are the ones I kind of get a kick out of. I have Pillsbury Doughboy, Mr. Clean. There's a lot of different ones that people aren't famous, but they've influenced our world.
Yeah. So what are the hours of the museum, and how can we come and visit and enjoy this?
Typically, the funeral home is open from 9 to 5 during the week. People stop in all the time. Now, as far as a tour, if they want a tour, typically we schedule those ahead of time.
That sounds great. Well, John, give us the contact information to give you a call and your website so people can check this out online and come to Dover and see this.
The website is www.tolandherzig.com.
Fantastic. John, so thanks so much for having us back. It's a pleasure to come up and see you. Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Thank you.
Well, have you dreamed of a cabin in the Hocking Hills, a second home? Well, we're going to tell you coming up how you can afford that.
Like the Out and About Columbus Facebook page for pictures, video, and more on the show, including news about upcoming shows and even exclusive behind-the-scenes content. That's facebook.com/OutandAboutColumbus.
Well, as we move into fall and winter, it's a great time to start shopping and visiting the Hocking Hills. As a part of that shopping experience, we had an opportunity to talk to Karen Raymore here at Homegrown, which is one of those great places you can shop, but they also have a treasure hunt coming up that you may want to be involved in. Karen Raymore told us more. Well, Karen, good to have you and the Explore Hocking Hills back on the show.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be here.
There's always something exciting going on. We love to come down in the spring and then back in the fall and see what's happening down here. And I know Hocking Hills Treasure Hunt is some of the big things that are happening here and as we roll into the fall and winter season. So talk a little bit about that.
Well, it is our 4th annual Hocking Hills Holiday Treasure Hunt. And the way it works is we have 27 different shops that are peppered all throughout the hills and run the gamut from jewelry to, artwork, apparel, home goods, furnishings, anything that you can think of. And it gives people a chance to get a little head start on that holiday shopping and find really unique gifts and spend time in the beautiful Hocking Hills.
Well, how do we know that the business is participating in it?
Well, first of all, you will see a sign. It is saying that it is a participating shop. Very, very easy with the logo. And then there we also have the official treasure map, which gives you, of course, a guide for where all the shops are.
Yeah.
And then on the front is where you collect the stickers to be entered to win the prizes.
Oh, that's great. Well, I know this is a great time for family gatherings in the Hocking Hills. Talk to our viewers a little bit about that.
Well, it's a great time if you want to get the whole family together. And of course, Thanksgiving's coming up, and that's a wonderful time to get the entire family together. And let's say you would prefer to not mess up your own kitchen. We have wonderful lodges with gourmet kitchens that can accommodate the entire family.
Always something fun and exciting in the Hocking Hills. Karen, give us some contact information, how we get a hold of you. You are Miss Hocking Hills, so how do we get a hold of you and learn more?
Well, the best place is exploreHockingHills.com.
Karen, as always, great to see you. Thanks for being on this show. And let's get some folks down in Columbus enjoy the Hocking Hills.
Come do your Christmas shopping.
Exactly. Thanks so much. Well, we've all heard the expression, quality is job one. Well, let me tell you something. When you're looking for a cabin in the Hocking Hills and you're talking about quality, you're talking about the Jubach Company. They do a phenomenal job. We talked to Sarah Claypool from Jubach Homes, and she told us a lot more. Well, Sarah, good to have you and Jubach Company back on the show.
Thanks for having us.
One of the things I always think about when I think of the Hocking Hills, you guys build such quality cabins, and everyone I have ever seen has just been breathtaking, and Bear Paws here is no exception. What do you think separates you from other builders in the Hocking Hills?
Thanks so much. I think when you look at a product, anybody can choose something that is either upscale, or you can choose something that might not, it gets the job done, but might not be as pretty, if you will, or as upscale. So we tend to fill that upscale role. And I always tell people, you can get a cup of coffee from McDonald's, or you can get a cup of coffee from Starbucks, but it's the ingredients that make the difference. And I think what we deliver is a very high quality ingredient product for our homeowners.
Yeah. Is there any way that you can afford a second home and make it a little more affordable for the average person?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the great things is renting out your home gives you the option to do that. Most folks are across the board with their financial ability, but a lot of times if you've got a mortgage on a property, renting it can offset the cost of your expenses. So it's great. You can enjoy it, let it pay for itself, and it's an investment that you actually get to feel and touch. And unlike kind of being in the market where, you just get to watch it go up and down, you get to actually be here and create memories with your friends and family.
And if you build a property down here, there's some great management companies, right, that can handle them for you. You don't even have to deal with it.
That's exactly right. And that way you can enjoy it and not have the hassle or the headache. And we work with a really great management company down here, Cabins by the Caves. They do a phenomenal job for us and for our clients. And they have quite a few homes that they manage that we have built. So it's been nice.
Yeah, that works out real well.
It does.
Well, Sarah, give us some contact information for folks who would like to learn more about getting a beautiful Jubak cabin down here.
Yes, please visit us at jubak.com. And also you can call us at 866-626-7440.
As always, Sarah, it's a pleasure seeing you again. Thanks so much for being on the show.
See you too.
Well, if you're looking for the perfect cabin in the Hocking Hills, Cabins by the Cave certainly has something that's going to fit you, whether it's just a couple or you're bringing 20 down to the Hocking Hills. Well, Valerie Frieda told us all about that and more. Well, Valerie, good to have you in Cabins by the Cave back on the show.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I love to come down and see some of the properties that you own and manage. You are the person to know down here if you're looking for a cabin. There's no doubt. So let's talk a little bit about the number of cabins you manage and own in the Hocking Hills, and when's a good time to come down?
Well, about any time of year is ideal in the Hocking Hills because there's something for everybody at every time of year. We do have 40 plus cabins. We have cabins for couples, mid-sized cabins, and lodges that will house multiple families. Our largest cabin will house up to 20 folks comfortably. Wow. That's 7 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms.
And do you see people getting together like for family reunions and coming down and kind of making this their central meeting place?
Sure. It's an ideal location to be a central location for people coming from different areas to get together. We see that a lot where they may have multiple cabins that they're renting. This particular cabin that we're here today is Bear Paws Lodge, and it's 4 bedrooms and 3.5 baths. This one has done terrific this year. It's just shy of 1 year old.
What are some of the amenities people can look forward to in the cabins down here?
Well, all of our cabins have hot tubs. They all have fireplaces. Bear Paws, for example, has an indoor gas fireplace and an outdoor gas fireplace. The outdoor fireplaces have been very popular.
We were talking with Sarah very quickly about building a cabin and having a second home and how someone can manage that for you, such as yourself, and take care of all the headaches.
Right, absolutely. I'm a licensed realtor. We do property management. We own our own units, but we also manage for other folks as well. And yet they can still come and enjoy their place and generate a little revenue to supplement that as well.
Yeah. Well, give us some contact information, Valerie, how we can locate you and find out more.
Okay. Well, it's cabinsbythecaves.com. Our phone number is 877-322-2283.
Fantastic.
Okay.
Thank you so much for being on the show. Well, if you're ready to get your table, your bathroom, your bedrooms together for the holiday season, well, we got that place coming up for you in just a little bit. Well, if you're visiting the Hocking Hills, you always look for that great place to eat. Well, we found it. It's the Hocking Hills Diner. And whether it's just you or a couple or your whole family, they can accommodate just about any group at all, and you can try some of this great, fresh, home-cooked food. We talked to Susie Edwards, and she told us more. Well, Susie, welcome down about Columbus. Good to have you on the show.
Good to meet you.
The Hocking Hills Diner, I got to tell you, a little side story. People have told me about this place. They said it is just phenomenal. And you always find one of those places in these smaller towns that everybody eats, everybody enjoys, and everybody knows. And the Hocking Hills Diner must be that spot around here.
That's it. Let me tell you.
Well, tell us our viewers a little bit about the food that you're going to have here.
We are all about fresh food. We do not like to have processed food. Everything is fresh and homemade when you come in. We're all about good home cooking food. Mom, Pa.
Yeah, the stuff they say is comfort food, right?
That's right. Meat and potatoes. That's what we're all about.
Well, that's certainly right up my alley. That's the stuff I enjoy. What are some of the favorite dishes that people are going to find here? What do they go after?
Susie Scrambler. That's a good one. Hillbilly omelet. When it comes to breakfast, hillbilly omelet or breakfast bowl, those are great ones. Dinner, baked steak. We have the best fork tender baked steak you can get. So we pride ourselves on everything real, fresh, and homemade.
I understand the cappuccino and latte, not like you're going to find in gas stations, powder, stuff like that, right? Tell us a little bit about that.
Right. We have the syrup, we froth the milk, it's got real espresso. We have several different flavors, and when you come here, we make it right from scratch. Real whipped cream on top. None of that stuff from the gas station.
The good news is it isn't too far off the highway. It's easy to find. But one of the things I was really impressed with is you have been here how many years? And you've actually worked for a couple owners before you actually owned it.
I've been here in a total 13 years. I worked for both the previous owners, and it's just been a wild ride ever since. So.
Well, tell us how we find you in the Hocking Hills, because folks are going to want to stop by here when they're down looking at the beautiful leaves.
We are right off of 33, the exit 328, Hocking Hills Diner.
Yeah, have some of that comfort food, some of that great food. Susie, thanks so much for being on the show.
Glad to see you guys.
Would you like your business to appear on an upcoming episode of Out and About Columbus? Send your contact information to info@outandaboutcolumbus.com to learn more.
Well, the Appalachian Arts and Crafts Market has been on the show several times, and I'll tell you, if we want to remind everybody that you need to come back down to the Hocking Hills and shop here. So we had an opportunity to talk to Keith and Darlene and learn more about what you're going to find this holiday season. Well, Darlene, welcome down to About Columbus. Good to have you and Park Designs on the show. And Keith, good to have the Appalachian Arts and Crafts Market on the show.
You too, Mike. Thank you.
I've been here several times. This is a great place to come and shop. And with the holidays coming on, it certainly offers a lot for people to come down and take a look. Tell us some of the things that shoppers can look forward to this year.
We have everything from rustic log furniture to park design, which Darlene's want to talk about. We have a lot of the fairy garden items. We do have something for everyone in the family.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that I think was real popular, and I know we had a couple signings down here, is Billy Jacobs.
Billy Jacobs is extremely popular. As a matter of fact, I didn't know that much about Billy until I started working here, but I've heard so many positive things about him. He's from, I believe it's Navarre, Ohio. We are in the process now of getting another a load, basically, of his prints and so forth for the holidays.
Sounds great. Well, Darlene, I'm going to turn to you, and let's talk about Park Designs, because this has become a large part of the store.
It is a very big part of the store. And what we like to say is we feature farmhouse, country, and casual living. And we have curtains, tabletop, dishes, anything for your bath, for your bedrooms. I mean, we have people come in here that we do interior design for their whole home.
You know, with the holidays and having family in and everything, it's a great time to get in here and get some of those things, right?
It is a great time. And truly, and one thing I do want to say is we also have a whole variety of vendors here, and a lot of them are crafters. So while we feature Park Designs, if there's something that we don't have, it may be something here that they made that's pretty special on the table.
Before we close out, give us some contact information where we can find the Appalachian Arts and Crafts
We
Market.
are located on Route 33, and if anyone's familiar with Columbus and Athens, they certainly know where Route 33 is. But we're located probably about 5 miles from Logan and probably about another 5 or 6 miles from Lancaster.
Absolutely. It's a great day of just shopping.
Thank you.
Thanks for being on the show. Thank you. Well, we hope you enjoyed today's show, and we certainly enjoyed visiting Hocking Hills and Amish Country. And if you missed any of today's show, of course, you can always go to our website at ONA Columbus. And next week, we're out and about in Columbus, and we are checking out a lot of new businesses. Boy, we found some really fantastic things. And don't forget, today at 1:30, we've got a special right before Extreme Games. That's 1:30 right here on ABC6.